God appeared to Abraham when he was 99 years old. And he introduced himself as El Shaddai, as the God who is enough. And then he promises a covenant to him that he will become a father of a crowd of nations. And God gives Abram and Sarai new names. He calls them Abraham and Sarah. And in all this, Abraham totally submits, completely surrenders to the one and true living God. And then God says, I will establish my covenant between me and you and your offspring after you throughout their generations as an everlasting covenant to be God to you and to your offspring after you. Now, what is the covenant? The covenant is, I will be God to you. Look, we can make all kinds of things God in our lives. The things that determine our lives are God. If you don't have time to go to church, then time is your God and not God. Otherwise, you would submit time to the one who is really important. If you do certain things not do because you don't have money, even if they're the best spiritual things, but I can't do them because I don't have money, then money is your God and not God. God says to Abraham, the covenant is, I will be God, the final determining factor in your life to you. This will not be easy, but God promises, I will uphold this covenant. I will form your children after you. I will guide them. I will purify them. I will educate them until they will become, in their day-to-day life, children to me. And pay attention, God promises this covenant is eternal. I have given to you and to your offspring after you the land of your sojournings, of your migration, the whole land of Canaan for an everlasting, eternal possession. I know that our Christian tradition omitted the land of theology. The land here is very crucial, so crucial that rabbinical tradition, even if they lived outside the land, always emphasized that the generation that lives abroad, now I'm quoting Rashi, who was a rabbi 1,000 years ago who lived in Germany and in France. He didn't live in the land, he accused himself in a way. He says the generation that lives abroad is as if they had no God. So important is the land. The land is the focus. The land is the environment of worshiping God. And then God says to Abraham, and as for you, and now pay attention, Abraham's faithfulness is a reaction to the unilateral covenant of God. He says, as for you, you shall keep my covenant, you and your offspring after you throughout their generations. So let's keep that in mind. God makes a covenant with Abraham. And the covenant is, I will be the one and all, the determining factor in your life. And a very important factor is the land. We will understand more as we migrate this land together with Abraham about the significance of the land. And then he says, I will give this covenant to you and your offspring. And next time we will look at the sign that is connected to this covenant.